And still on the situation in Rivers State, members of the State House of Assembly threatening to impeach Governor Siminalayi Fubara have described the reported emergence of a new speaker as illegal. The lawmakers addressed newsmen amidst deepening crisis between the governor and the state legislature. Senior correspondent Uche Okoro reports.
The push to remove the governor of Rivers State from office took a different dimension when state lawmakers loyal to him elected a new speaker. This did not go down well with the group of lawmakers who were backing the impeachment plot.
Dear Rivers people, our attention has been drawn to some media reports alleging a change in the leadership of the Rivers State House of Assembly. Ordinarily, we would have ignored this report in order not to dignify an impostor, but would go ahead to properly inform the general public. As you're already aware, the fully constituted House conducted legislative business under the able leadership of Right Honorable Martin Chike Amehule DSSRS yesterday, Monday, 30th day of October 2023, as he remains the Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly.
They wondered how a lawmaker who is suspended will turn around to declare himself as Speaker of the House.
We therefore advise all those concocting unwarranted stories to be mindful of the consequences. We are also aware that several persons are using that opportunity to want to cause unwarranted crisis in the state and in the Rivers State House of Assembly. We are calling on all security agencies to take note of all persons or groups that have been employed to misinform the public, as these actions are capable of eroding the peace and tranquility in our dear state.
As the war of words continued, supporters of one of the factions clashed with police as they tried to force their way into the residence of Speaker Martin Amehule. The police are yet to confirm the number or identities of protesters who were arrested. Uche Okoro, TVC News, Port Harcourt.
Now let's take you to Imo State, where despite existing court order from the National Industrial Court restraining the Nigeria Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress from embarking on strike or protest in the state, it appears there's a disagreement between the national leadership of the NLC and the state chapter over the protest scheduled for today. At a press briefing on Monday, Chairman of NLC in the state, Comrade Philip Nwasio, ordered workers to ignore the call for protest and be at their workplaces today. I'm joined now by the Chief Press Secretary to the Imo State Government, Ogoke Onwachuku, to talk to us about the situation in the state. Thanks for joining us on the news this hour.
Thank you so very much for having me.
All right, bring us up to speed on Labour's insistence on a protest in Imo State.
Well, what I know, or what Imo people know, is that as at Monday, when the leadership of the Labour met, they decided to shelve the action, the strike, based on the court order from the industrial court restraining NAC from such activity. So that's where we are. That's what we know about the NAC planned strike in Imo.
That decision you're referring to is by the NLC Imo State chapter, right?
Yes, yes. The leadership of the NAC in Imo State.
All right, but the NLC at the national level, I believe, is responsible for what happened today. Can you indeed confirm that workers and pensioners in the state are not being owed?
Yes, I can confirm that workers in Imo State are not being owed, and that pensioners also are not being owed. And they have also confirmed that themselves at different fora. So I don't think there's an issue with regard to their pay, both the workers and the pensioners. If you've been following trend in Imo State, at all their meetings, with the government, both the workers and the pensioners, They have lauded the government, lauded the governor, for being labor friendly and for meeting all their demands with regard to their welfare.
So shed more light for us about the claim on the part of NLC about certain 11,000 workers who are referred to as ghost workers and who haven't been paid for 20 months, according to the NLC president.
I think that is born out of, if you want, it could be born out of mischief, it could be born out of other factors. I want to believe that the leadership of the NAC in Imo State, are in a better position to, let the people know what is going on, because they interface with the government, they also interface with their people, they interface with their colleagues, and they know exactly what the relationship is. So anything outside of what they say or the information coming from them is more or less hearsay, and it cannot be relied upon.
How do you react to allegations against Labour that the protest has political undertone with the election a few days away?
Is it Labour, which political undertone? Well, the political undertone rather is that the plan to occupy Imo State rather, has some political undertone. To me, and to a lot of people, it's also politically motivated, because even the Christian Association of Nigeria that met with newsmen on Tuesday, could not.
Quickly, talk to us. What is the current situation right now, and how does the state government intend to move forward from here?
Well, the current situation right now in Imo State is that we are ready for the election. Imo State people are prepared for the election, and the election fever is gradually catching up on everyone. And it beats the imagination of many Imolites, including the leaders, including Nigerians. And at this point in time, when we are a few days away to the election, some people are contemplating, to occupy Imo. So I think the whole thing, is like the Khan chairman said, is politically motivated, and the best advice that should come from us is for everybody to to the path of peace and ensure that this election, takes place and that it is free, fair, and credible. And because that is the desire of Imo State, and that's the desire of everybody, so that at the end of the day, the governor of their choice will emerge. And they are also all in agreement. Imo people are in agreement, that the current governor, the sitting governor, distinguished Senator Hope Uzodinma, has done so well to deserve a second term. And that's why he has a very good relationship with the workers, with the pensioners, with everybody. And so anything, contrary to that, would be antithetical to the expectations of the people.
Ogokwe Nwachukwu is Chief Press Secretary to the Imo State Government. Thank you for talking to us in the news this hour.